Hello, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for clicking in. So today I'm bringing you this next exponential equation that I want us to solve for the value of x when given x to the power of 4 plus x squared is equals to 20. So what are the values of x? So before we begin, remember to like and subscribe. So our first step, we're going to solve this using two methods. We have the first method, and our first step will begin by bringing 20 to our left hand side. So this will be x to the power of 4 plus x squared minus 20 is equals to 0. Because we have x to the power of 4 and x squared here, we are going to split this 20. Therefore, we shall write it as x to the power of 4 plus x squared minus 16 plus 4, which is 20, is equals to 0. So let us now open this bracket. X to the power of 4 plus x squared minus 16 minus 4 is equals to 0. Okay. Our next step, x to the power of 4. Now this is our largest power. We are going to partner it with 16. X squared, we are going to partner it with 4. So x to the power of 4 minus 16 bracket plus x squared minus 4 is equals to 0. So let me place this into bracket. Our next step, x to the power of 4, we can write it as x squared, all this squared, minus 16, we can write it as 4 squared, into bracket plus x squared minus 4 into bracket is equals to 0, right? So from this point, you can see this is a difference of 2 squared. We can solve it using this identity. If you have a squared minus b squared is equals to a plus b bracket a minus b bracket. Therefore, our a is equals to x squared, b is equals to 4. For this case here, we are going to express this into this form. So this will be x squared plus 4 into bracket x squared minus 4 bracket plus this here x squared minus 4 bracket is equals to 0. Nice. So you can see x squared minus 4, it's common, so we can factor it out. So x squared minus 4 into bracket x squared, this one here, plus 4 plus, so x squared minus 4 divided by x squared minus 4, this is 1, bracket is equals to 0. So x squared minus 4 into bracket x squared plus 4 plus 1, this is 5, is equals to 0. So their product is equals to 0. This implies that x squared minus 4 is equals to 0. X squared plus 5 is equals to 0. Okay, so x squared is equals to 4. To get the value of x, we shall square root this side and this side as well. So this square will cancel with the square root, and x is equals to plus or minus 2. So we shall then have two values of x. X is equals to 2 or x is equals to negative 2. And on the other side, x squared plus 5 is equals to 0. So x squared is equals to negative 5. So x squared is equals to negative 5. We now want to get the value of x. We shall square root this side and square root this side. So this square will cancel with the square root. X is equals to the square root of 5 times the square root of negative 1. So x is equals to square root 5, square root negative 1, this gives us imaginary. So this is our complex solution. X is equals to square root 5 imaginary, or x is equals to 2, x is equals to negative 2. So these are our real solution. So let us now try using the second method. For our second method, we are going to bring 20 to our left hand side. So this will be x to the power of 4 plus x squared minus 20 is equals to 0, right? So x to the power of 4, we can write it as x squared, all this squared, plus x squared minus 20 is equals to 0. So x squared is common. We are going to substitute it. We shall say let x squared is equals to y. So where there is x squared, we are replacing it with y. And this will be y squared plus y minus 20 is equals to 0. So we formed a quadratic equation. We are going to solve this quadratic equation using factorization method, whereby our sum is the coefficient of y, which is 1, our product, the coefficient of y squared, which is 1, times our constant negative 20. So this is negative 20. We shall then look for two numbers. Their sum should give us 1, their product should give us negative 20. So these two numbers are negative 4 and 5. Substitute these numbers in our quadratic equation. So y squared minus 4y plus 5y minus 20 is equals to 0. So this is our first term and this is our second term. So let us factor out our common factor here, which is y. So y squared divided by y, this is y, minus 4y divided by y, this is 4, into bracket. For this case here, we are going to factor out 5. So 5y divided by 5, this is y, minus 20 divided by 5, this gives us 4, bracket is equals to 0. So y minus 4 is common. Y minus 4 into bracket, then bracket, pick what is left outside the bracket, y plus 5, bracket is equals to 0. So their product gives us 0. So y minus 4 is equals to 0, y plus 5 is equals to 0. So we shall then have two values of y is equals to 4, or y is equals to negative 5. Earlier on, we had said let x squared is equals to y. We now have the value of y as 4 and negative 5. So x squared is equals to 4. We can now get the value of x. So we shall square root this side and square root this side. So this square will cancel with the square root. X is equals to plus or minus 2. This means that we have two solutions, two values of x. X is equals to 2 or x is equals to negative 2. On the other hand, y is equals to negative 5. So x squared is equals to negative 5. So now let us now get the value of x. X squared is equals to negative 5. Square root this side, square root this side as well. So this square will cancel with the square root. X is equals to the square root of 5 times the square root of negative 1. So x is equals to square root 5, square root negative 1. This gives us imaginary. So x is equals to plus or minus square root 5 imaginary. So this is our complex solution. We then have our real values of x, just as in our first method. So remember to comment down below. Tell us if you like the first method or the second method. Bye bye. See you in my next video.